Okay, well, we are officially now recording.
Yeah.
We are. But is there anything you'd like to say to these nice people?
What's up?
The hell was that?
What's up? I'm Mike. This is gonna be our Mike eating ASMR episode.
I was about to say, you just got, like, really close up to the microphone. Everything's like... Oh, God. No. This is awful.
Oh, okay.
This is
it's even worse. Yeah, I can make you cringe even harder, AJ. Honestly, I could.
That's what I want.
Yeah, let me tell you why I would make you cringe. Why? I'm eating cereal. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you could hear that. I'm hearing like hold on. You can't. Oh yeah. I'm eating cereal with peanut butter in it.
That's fucking disgusting as a person who doesn't like peanut butter. Exactly.
And you know what? I'm glad we started on this because let me tell you something, dude. I have noticed that there is we have one of the most controversial fucking arguments on our platform and we didn't even realize it.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, we have like a 50-50 ratio of people who have been on the podcast and people who are still on the podcast that do or do not like peanut butter. That's probably like out of all the videos of us bitching and the controversial shit that we have said, and out of all the video essays and all the fucking shit, the most controversial shit we have in our podcast is who likes peanut butter.
Obviously, pieces of shit with no taste.
I don't know. It sounds to me like people who have absolutely no class would hate peanut butter, honestly.
Well, as a person who doesn't believe in class, you're goddamn right, Mike. I want to abolish class, and I want to abolish fucking peanut butter with it.
No, I'm talking about general class, not economy class. I'm talking about people with swag.
Swag. I'll tell you that I don't even use anything as a fucking replacement for peanut butter. That's how, like, inconsequential the loss of peanut butter is in my life. I don't even need something to replace it with. No marshmallow fluff, no nothing.
It's fucking nasty, and, like, how many fucking calories it has, how much sugar, all the fucking carbs inside of it, the fiber, though,
I'm not railing against it because it's a health factor.
It's disgusting for you. It's bad, but it is delicious.
I would smoke a cigarette before I have peanut butter.
You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure we've had one of those moments where I was like, AJ, you want a Reese's? Nah. Okay. You want a Newport? Yeah.
Been pretty fucking close to it if we haven't actually done it already. You know what's kind of funny? It's like, hey AJ, you want a cigarette? No thanks, I don't smoke. Oh well, we're about to go film your fake suicide. You want to smoke now? And it's like, all right, give me the fucking cigarette.
You're right, dude. You're right. I forgot all about that. We didn't even think about it. It was like, all right, dude, let's just smoke a couple cigarettes before we go and film your pretend suicide.
Dude, fucking hell, dude, what do I do? Dude, okay, so the PS4 controller, you know how, like, every 5 fucking minutes the PS4 controller fucks up and you need to get, like, a little thumbtack and, like, stick it down in the little thing and hit the button and reset the controller?
No, I never have that problem with
you're a fucking asshole, and I have that problem all the time, dude. I went to go hit that little button with the paperclip, and the button sank into the controller and just disappeared.
Oh no, what are you supposed to do about that?
I guess play video games with my mind. I'll just imagine myself playing fucking Jack and Dexter.
You better get on fucking Amazon right now and get yourself a fucking VR system, bro.
Jeff Bezos can kiss my ass. I'll learn fucking telepathy before I do that.
I'll learn how to... Oh shit, dude, this fucking milk is so strong. It's like I got the.
What do you mean the milk is so milk doesn't have any? Milk left the bar after having too much milk.
You didn't let me explain. I got the cinnamon toast crunch, and there's so much cinnamon in it that it just like it's going down rough.
I thought you were gonna say like there's so much vanilla extract in here that the alcohol in the vanilla extract can be a little woozy.
There's so much fucking. There's so much fucking beaver butt juice in here, man.
I think I'm getting a little head high. I don't know how this works. Anyway, I believe you. What?
That bowl of cereal with that peanut butter in it sure was fucking delicious, bro.
Well,
oh my god.
More for you because I want no part in that debauchery.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, you have some nostalgic content for us?
Fuck yeah, let's get into this right now.
Nostalgia bait for anyone born in the 90s coming up, red hot.
Okay, let's cut the cold opener there and then count in here.
Okie doke.
Or we can do whatever the fuck. I don't know. Do you want to put the fucking title screen this deep into it?
we put it in deeper into our shit.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Okie doke. So, Mike, first off, consoles growing up. What did you have?
Let's see. I had a Sega Genesis, a PlayStation 1. I never had a Super Nintendo. I had a old like Atari Pong console.
Mm-hmm. And was it like this actual legit OG Atari, or was it one of the ones that you buy like later on that comes preloaded with all the shit?
No, it was one of the ones that was like it was literally a Pong console. It was a game. It was an Atari Pong game that you hooked up to the TV and played Pong on the console. It didn't have any extra games or anything like that. It was just fucking straight up.
Okay, I was about to say, 'cause nowadays you buy like a fucking Atari, quote unquote, and it looks like the old one and everything, and it plays all the old games like the old one. But that's the thing, is that it has like the modern memory card in it, so it can hold.
Yeah, it's like the SNES Mini. It's like it has all the classic SNES games in it.
Yeah, exactly.
I also had a original SNES, or not SNES, NES. I had an OG NES, and I think that was it. Besides a computer, like I used to play a lot of fucking like RuneScape and fucking like Gaia Online and fucking Neopets and shit.
Yeah, but you had a PS2 too, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't. When you say growing up, I thought you really meant like as a kid. But yeah, I had a PS2, and I had I never got the Xbox. I was never like the original Xbox. I was never a fan of, but I did get an Xbox 360, and then I skipped the PlayStation 3 and got the PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was.
What about you, buddy?
Mine was the original Nintendo, and then the Super Nintendo, and N64. And then I had the Atari, but my Atari was one of the ones that came preloaded with a couple games on it, so I guess I got like one of the later aftermarket Atari things. I had one of those original, like for the NES, I had like a race car game at the time, and it came with like one of those extension packs that had the fucking steering wheel controller.
Right.
That was you feel like a badass when you have all those fucking extensions, especially the thing that lets you play your GameCube or your fucking Game Boy on the TV.
Oh yeah. I used to have well, okay, I lied. I got this like third party thing that somebody made where it was like you could connect the Game Boy to like the RCA jacks onto the TV. But I never had an SNES. Oh, but by the way, I did have a Game Boy and a Game Boy Advance and an SP and shit. I never had a SNES, but I I was able to play the Game Boy on the TV at some point. I remember that. But I think my brother stole the controller for it, and I don't remember what happened to it ever.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's such an aesthetic though.
My bad. I had an N64 too.
Oh. Yeah. I miss that old like aesthetic of like the see-through purple shit. You know, like you could see all the mechanics.
The transparent shit. Yeah.
Anyway, it was N64, SNES with all those little nerdy attachments, and then I got the Game Boy. I had a black and white Game Boy. I had
like the OG Game Boy, not the Game Boy Color.
The OG Game Boy, black and white.
The brick, bro. The fucking brick that like withstands fucking warheads. I
stole that off my cousin who lived in Florida. I went to go visit him once, and the only time I went to go see him, I pocketed his fucking Game Boy.
You fucking stole his Game Boy.
You know, what can you do? And he was a real shithead too. He would like do that thing where like he farts and then holds my head up to his asshole real quick and then like runs away. I was like a little nephew, little piece of shit. And I had after that a GameCube. And then I totally skipped out on the PlayStation craze. I'd never got a PlayStation, much to my demise. Everyone was playing fucking PlayStation online while I had a goddamn GameCube that couldn't do fuck all online. But I got to play Super Smash and all that kind of good stuff. Got to play my Resident Evil, my staple game of my life. And then after that, it was no Xbox, no nothing, just PS3, PS4, and then later on in my life, I went back and bought a PS2 to fulfill my childhood dreams. And that brings us to the nostalgia track that we're on. Isn't becoming an adult mainly just going back and securing all the things that you wanted to have in your childhood, and then realizing that you can't actually relive your childhood to the T because you have, like, so much fucking shit to do?
Well, yeah, and it's also, like... It's also a thing of where like the retro technology starts kicking in, where it's like all these new games are starting to come out, but like our old consoles sometimes are just as much as like a new one. Like Davey got super lucky; he got a fucking N64 with Super Smash Brothers, Pokemon Stadium, and Banjo-Kazooie. For like $150.
Nice.
That was it. The whole thing.
Beautiful.
It was pretty upsetting to me because I didn't have $150. So,
at least somebody, you know, that thing's going to get a lot of use.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to get a lot. We actually that night we did like Pokemon Stadium drinking games, and I got stupid drunk because he's too good.
What's your favorite N64 game?
Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, or I won't. Hold on. What was yours? Because I need to think about that for a second.
What I spent the most time on was, and this is going to sound lame, but just the Super Mario 64 shit. I spent a lot of time on. Other than that, it was probably like Duke Nukem.
Yeah, honestly, I think with me it was Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem.
Have you played Duke Man?
Duke Man? Oh my god. It was mainly Pokemon Stadium and oh shit, JR's calling me.
Hey.
Pokemon Stadium and fucking Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, dude.
Nice.
Absolutely.
If you want, go ahead and take that phone call and I can cut this out in post.
JR. Alright, I'll talk to you, buddy. Yeah, he said he has some shit he has to do with Dwayne. Alright, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was definitely one of the games that I put a lot of fucking time into.
Dude, I tried playing that as an adult and I don't know how I beat that as a kid. I do not know how I beat that as a kid with no walkthroughs.
Let me be real, I never beat it.
I managed to, but it was only because I had two friends that were nerdier than I was that like had already beaten the game, and every time I like got held up with it, I could hand them the controller and they'd be like, "Oh, well, you're just a dumb fuck. This is what you do."
Most of my time as a kid was playing Final Fantasy VII, honestly, because that's like my OG, like that's my top number one game, you know. But as for the N64, the main game I played was probably Pokemon Stadium because I wanted to beat that game so fucking bad.
I think the only Final Fantasy I ever actually played and got into was Final Fantasy X, and was that a PS2 exclusive?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Because Final Fantasy was almost pretty much mainly exclusively PlayStation after the SNES came out.
Okay.
Because you could play Final Fantasy on Nintendo consoles like up into the SNES, but like after I think it was like 4 or 6, one of those two. After 6, I think they went to PlayStation.
Okay. Gotcha. Anyway,
sorry, just little things. All right, so first off, we got this. We got Devil May Cry.
Have you ever fucked with Devil May Cry? I have not.
I did a little bit, and I just didn't like it. Like,
what didn't you like about it?
I don't know. I didn't like the fucking. I don't know if it was like the combat system I didn't like, or if it was just the fact that like the story didn't really fit what I liked. I don't know what it was, man. Like it's weird because I played the fuck out of the demo for the first 2 games, like when they still had those like multiple game demos back when the PlayStation was a thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I played the like original Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 2, both of their demos, and I liked it. But when I actually got into playing the game, it felt really repetitive, and it felt like I don't know. It felt like I felt like when I played the demo, I played it already. You know.
So what, you felt like after the demo, like the full game just didn't really have much more to offer, like there wasn't much of a point?
Yeah, I didn't really dig the story, and I didn't really like dig the mechanics were cool. I know I said I didn't really dig the mechanics, but thinking about it, the mechanics were kind of cool, but the camera system was kind of fucky with me too. I don't know. It was an alright game.
Isn't this pretty much where Bloodborne got its like sword and gun mechanic idea from originally? Kind of.
Not really. No, it's been done before.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I mean, Soul Calibur, fucking Devil May Cry, you know, was on the PlayStation 2, so it was done way before that.
Well, yeah, I know it was. I was citing it as a possible precursor. That's where I was saying Bloodborne. I saw it cited once. Somebody had said that Bloodborne had got some of its mechanics from Devil May Cry, and I just didn't.
I mean, they probably did, but it's more like Devil May Cry is kind of. Don't get me wrong, Devil May Cry is a groundbreaking game, but like to me, I just didn't really get into it too hard. Like there a lot of people have stolen mechanics from this game.
Well, I mean, what is the storyline? Like, what is it that bothers you so heavily about the storyline? Is it like, I know nothing about Devil May Cry. I just know that, like, from what it seems like, it's like, time to go kill some. Like, you're a badass and you go and fight demons, and that's
basically all it is, dude. Is you're a demon hunter that gets into the middle of this like I can't remember specifics. All I know is that my main gripe was with the main character because I didn't really like follow the main character too well. Like he wasn't like the best protagonist in my opinion. He just seemed like the fucking Duke Nukem of fucking fantasy games.
That's what basically. I was trying to get at. Like, rather than say, like, the storyline just wasn't whatever. It's like, what is the essence that makes... So it's the guy basically being a vapid little jock that is a demon hunter that kind of turns you off.
Yeah, it's not even that he's being a jock. It's like he's a Van Helsing knockoff. You know, it's like...
Okay.
But he's like over-exaggerated kind of Van Helsing, where it's just like, well... time for me to beat some fucking ass. It's that fucking... out of bubble gum, so I got to kick ass shit.
Okay, got it. That's all I need to know.
Sorry, let's cut that.
No, you're good. You're good. It's just when describing like what really turns you off a game, try to get to the essence of it as opposed to, well, I just didn't really care for it. It's like
No, it was more like I didn't follow the story. Let me reiterate it then. I didn't follow the story, so I didn't, because it just didn't interest me. So therefore, I don't really remember it, know. And it's like that. That's all I can really say about it is I didn't like the story, so I didn't really care.
Okay, gotcha.
That's all I mean. I'm sorry. Anyway, next one. I don't know which one this is. It's obviously a fucking racing game, but I haven't really played too many racing games in my life. The only one that I really truly liked, that I played for hours, was like Midnight Club and fucking Need for Speed Underground. That was pretty much all I had in the mental capacity for fucking racing games, to be honest.
Yeah, all racing games are just Need for Speed for me. I can't differentiate any of them.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then
that, and what I hate is that the majority of it, all you're doing is like pressing X. You're just holding X and steering, and then maybe pressing like R1 for a turbo or something. And it's like, what's the fucking do?
No, it's cool, AJ, because you can actually switch to automatic or manual. So you can have like R2 is the clutch, and then R1 is the fucking like R1 is the clutch, and like R2 is shift up, while L2 is shift down, kind of shit.
I guess that adds some nuance to it. It's like
whatever. It's still boring. Like don't get me wrong.
It's like those sports games, like the EA games and stuff, like football and shit. It's like it's just fundamentally not my fucking thing. Like you're either gonna love racing games and hate fucking everything else, or you're gonna love racing games. I don't know.
I don't know if we have it in this folder or not, but the only like sports game that I really ever got into was like the wrestling ones, but that just makes sense because wrestling is like supposed to be over the top and ridiculous anyway. So it just makes it for a good game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all of the WWE games were fucking phenomenal.
Like I played the fuck out of SmackDown versus Raw 2007. I played it with you that one time, and you actually beat my ass. So fuck you.
I don't even remember that.
All right, so we got Soul Calibur. I'm pretty sure this is Soul Calibur 3.
My boy Mitsurugi.
He's the shit, dude. Like I think, like as fighting games go, like Soul Calibur is definitely a taste that people need, but when you actually get the hang of it, it's really fun.
It's fighting games. Again, it's one of them things that's fundamentally not necessarily my thing, but I have found fighting games that I have enjoyed, and this is one of them. Some of the Naruto games are pretty good. Naruto, however the hell you pronounce it.
Right.
Some of those are pretty entertaining just because then you're dealing with like magic and shit.
I think my favorite fighting game series.
I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna piss off a lot of people by using the word magic in tandem with Naruto, but I mean, you can call it the Force, you can call it magic, you can call it whatever the fuck you want. They're playing with magic.
No, AJ, it's ninjutsu. It's ninjutsu. Okay,
it's magic.
Get it right. It's ninjutsu. I think my favorite fighting series is probably Street Fighter. Because it's simple, it's arcade, you can just kind of pick it up and you already know what the fuck you're doing if you've already played a fucking Street Fighter game before. I like Tekken because I feel like Tekken is more realistic fighting in a way, where it takes more timing than like just kind of following a fucking pattern, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Soul Calibur, because Soul Calibur just gets you that fantasy niche, because everybody has their own specific way of fighting and has like their own specific way of doing things, to where you have to like pick a character that you like and learn it, and that's fun. That's it to me anyway.
Yeah, and I know like these goddamn games have been blowing up in the media lately, but like shit, like Bloodborne, Elden Ring, the Souls games. What I respect about them is that once you make a move, your moves are like kind of cumbersome a little bit, and once you make one, you're dedicated to that move until you finish that move. You can't like hit the fucking attack button and then hit the defense button and just cut that attack off. Right? You like have to follow all the fucking way through. And fighting games where you have to kind of commit to your attack, I really like.
Yeah, and that's basically where Soul Calibur and Tekken kind of lie, is that like it's a strategy kind of fighting game, but it's a strategy kind of game that like is very flexible.
Mm.
Yeah, my dad's calling me, but it's okay. I'll call him back. I like peanut butter. All right, so next one. I'm pretty sure this is Metal Gear Solid 2.
Twin Snakes.
Sons of Liberty. I don't think this is Twin Snake. I think this is Sons of Liberty.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The overlay looks, I don't know. All the Metal Gear Solid games kind of look similar, but
it's the stage for me, because I know that the first stage of the second Metal Gear is in a boat.
Okay. God,
rather on a boat.
The Twin Snakes was the only one that I played, and it was like one of the most phenomenal fucking games I ever played, with some of the best characters from the Metal Gear Solid lineup too. Like you meet Revolver Ocelot, you meet Sniper Wolf.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, you need to play fucking Snake Eater. It's the best one. It has to be. It is by far. It is the best one. It's like a fucking movie with hours of gameplay. It's crazy good, and so many Easter eggs. And the survival fucking mechanics in it. Oh my god, dude, it's so good.
That's the only thing. Dude, have you ever been playing like an MGS game and then they get into one of the like fucking sequences, one of the movie sequences, and it's like, fuck, I'm gonna be here for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's Hideo Kojima for you.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, dude, Hideo Kojima is like the master when it comes to like cinematic video games. Like, but that's the cool thing, is it doesn't matter if you're going to be sitting there for an hour, because there's nothing uninteresting about what's going on. You know what I mean?
I like that the story is so fucking in-depth, hardly anyone knows 100% of the lore to it all, but like when you're immersed into the game, it has a way of going from moment to moment where like you might not know all of the lore and necessarily why you're doing what you're doing, but it's still entertaining nonetheless, and it all makes sense in the context of that moment.
Right, no, you're absolutely right. I think that's something cool about this game too, is that it gives you so much information at one time, but it does it in a way where you can fully understand and grasp like the concept of what's more important to know about right now. You know what I mean? Like you might know about like the older things that happened before this, but what really matters is what like is going to take you forward and progress the story. So, but they add so much into it, and that's what I love about Metal Gear Solid, though. Like, I don't know, I didn't really like the new one. I forget
the open world one.
Yeah, it was kind of dick, but I don't know. I guess you can't really blame them for trying.
It was still a solid MGS game. I tried to play it, and it's like the opening sequence was so fucking long, and all you do is limp. Like literally, that's the whole first hour of the game is holding the forward button and limping your way through this fucking hospital, and then the game opens up, and it's like, I don't know, man. These games with like half an hour fucking openers where all you do is hit the forward button. Like as much as I liked Red Dead Redemption, like that was the whole fucking first half an hour of that game too. It was just pressing the forward button and walking through the snow.
Well, I think in games like this, it should be like it should be accepted, or at least like given the benefit of the doubt, because like the whole idea to a first sequence is introducing you into the actual world of the game, right? So like if it gave you the option, right, if Red Dead Redemption, let's talk about Red Dead Redemption then real quick, because that's like the more fresher game I can think of. Like, if you go into a game like Red Dead Redemption and you're just automatically able to do whatever you want right then, it doesn't really work because you don't know what's going on outside of, like, oh, we're in a snowstorm, basically.
Can I push back against that?
What?
Elden Ring. The whole reason why people like Elden Ring right now is because you open up to this huge world. They don't give you any fucking map markers or anything, any quests, anything. If you want to remember what to do or where to go on a quest, you have to write it down on a fucking notepad of physical paper and do it. So, like, the whole thing of being, like, immersed in this open world and not knowing what to do with yourself, it seems like where you might have had a point like a couple of years ago, it seems like that's like the new fucking craze now, is to just drop this player in a sandbox.
Well, hold on, I got an argument there. Think about who made it, though, because Elden Ring might be like, Elden Ring has that mystery factor to it because every Souls game has that. But where Rockstar makes GTA and fucking the Red Dead series, you're more expecting like an introduction. Like what about Skyrim, right? Like, if you would have taken Skyrim and instead of like throwing them in, like, that is a good way to like get, like, you can't use your arms for the first like 20 minutes of playing that game, right? Like, you're stuck on a wagon and you're about to be executed with your arms behind your back, and you literally can't touch or do anything until you get to the end of that tutorial spot. You know what I'm saying?
The whole time the guy's explaining to you, like, the context of, like, where you are, like, what's happening.
And what you're doing. Exactly. And that is what I'm talking about. Like, when you play Red Dead, the first sequence is you're walking through the snow looking for somebody or looking for something. And they're all talking about it in the back. It's immersion, dude. Like, it's not... Like, there needs to be explanation in games like that. In games like the Soul series, you're kind of expected to go in not knowing what the fuck you're getting into because it's a trial and error based game. You know what I mean?
But I feel like there's more immersion in that because you're literally immersed in these controls and everything. You have full control of the controller from the get-go, basically. Whereas in the other games, the controller kind of opens itself up slowly. You know, like, first you're just using the up and down and X to choose, like, your character log and, like, all that kind of shit. And then, you know, you get freed and then you just kind of wander around without a weapon and, like, follow people in Skyrim. So... Right. I feel like there's more immersion in games where you get to use the controller right away than in games where they tell you, okay, be immersed. Also, all you can do is press forward. Like, I don't feel immersion when my only direction is forward with one fucking control. I feel like they're treating me like a dumbass.
Yeah, but you're not story driven in Elden Ring as much as you are in fucking Red Dead, though. Not in the beginning, anyway. Like, when you get into like Red Dead, you have to be there talking about what's going on. Otherwise, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Elden Ring, you could be dropped anywhere in that game. It's like Minecraft. If you get dropped anywhere in fucking Elden Ring, you can figure out what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's more... my argument here is that it depends on the game. Like, you can't compare a game like Elden Ring's intro to a game like Skyrim's intro and like say that you know, it doesn't really correlate to each other.
I just think in terms of immersion, when I notice that my controller is on lockdown and all I have is one button to use, that I'm just saying that takes away from immersion for me. Like, I can't not feel that. Like, I can't not feel like I'm just holding a dead paperweight in my hand, you know?
Well, no, I feel that. I feel that. What is there anything in Elden, like, how much do you start out with in Elden Ring? Like, do you have access to like a crafting system as soon as you start? Like,
not as soon as you start. I mean, you basically, it starts you off with like a minor story, and then it's just like Bloodborne, where like you get thrown in with some boss dude, he kills you, and then you walk out into the world, and then that's the fucking open world, and that's it.
See, that's what I'm saying, is I feel like with more simplicity in the story comes less need to like lock down on a controller. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to. There's so much about Red Dead Redemption that if you like were able to craft shit right away, you wouldn't know what the fuck you're doing. You gotta wait for that fucking tutorial. Why? Because it just makes sense, in my opinion. Like in the case of immersion, I feel like it has to do with the story. You know what I'm saying? Like you can feel immersed in fucking in Elden Ring. You know, like you can feel immersed like being that character and running around killing shit. But I feel like when you're more based around a story and not just like how, you know, like how Bloodborne and all that is, where it's based or more around the combat, you know, I feel like it has more to do with that. I don't know. I'm kind of like gibberishing now.
I guess for me, immersion has to include the feeling that I'm not holding a controller, that the controller is like an extension of me and I am in the game. And I guess if I notice that like my player has this fundamental handicap on it, then that's like I'm not immersed until I can get out of that. So like it might give me some storyline, it might tell me like, okay, cool, but the second it lets me go and actually be and take active part in the story, aside from just being a walking simulator, then it's I don't know. For me, that is my fundamental element of immersion. And I guess people feel immersion differently. For me, it's sinking into a controller and not knowing the difference between my body and the controller. The controller is just an extension of my body in cyberspace. But for you, it sounds like it's more of this imaginative space where you can get lost in a story just through the story. So it doesn't matter if it's a walking simulator or not.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I feel like every part of a game should be immersive. I do feel that, but I don't know. I think all right. Let's find a compromise real quick, and then we'll pass on. Okay, like No Man's Sky, right? No Man's Sky, you literally just start in anywhere ever, anywhere in the fucking
dying.
Yeah, you start off literally dying with your ship crashing. You have to fix it, like, but you don't need a tutorial to know that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a tutorial to say, hey, your shit is broken. But you know, you have the little hint blops up that go like, if you hold down the scope shit, you can check out fauna and see what materials you can get from it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like immersion. I get it. Maybe immersion is objectional. I don't know.
Subjective.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, subjective.
Yeah,
Don't mind me, I'm stoned. All right, let's go on to the next one. Or do you want to respond to that and we'll kill it?
No, that's pretty much it. I think immersion is different for everybody, and like let me put it this way, I cannot be immersed in a walking simulator. I can't find it within me, no matter how good the story is, to just know that I'm limited to pushing a button, because to me, immersion means being able to move freely. Immersion means some kind of free will.
Freedom, yeah. It makes sense.
So let me put it this way. Like, a game can be a 10 out of fucking 10 game and not give me the amount of immersion that I want. Like, it can withhold that and say, you really fucking want it, and dangle it in front of me like a fucking, you know, sex object and be like, this is what you want. I'm gonna tease you with it. And just like Skyrim, you know, it robs me of my autonomy. I don't have free will for the first 30 minutes, but it's still a good game, and I put up with it because of what's going to come afterwards. So I'm not immersed in the beginning. It's just something I do to get through and get situated in the storyline. But once I have my free will, that little bit of non-immersion that came before, that gave me all the storyline and the context, helps me become immersed retroactively, like after the fact.
I agree. No, I totally agree. And you know, actually, what game actually does have that really cool little drop in where you're free to do whatever the fuck you want is Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, because you get dropped into like a big ass fucking forest. Like, yeah, it's kind of a point A, point B kind of thing where you're stuck on a grid, but you still have free room to like move around and open whatever you want and see what you have and all that shit. So, yeah, I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. Next, too far. This one.
Battlefront was fucking phenomenal. Best game ever for the PS2.
I never played it.
You are missing out, my friend. It's one of those, like, you know how I like Wolfenstein, Enemy Territory?
Mm-hmm.
And it's because you can choose, like, what class you want to be. That's all it is. It's one of those class games where you choose, like, oh, you want to be a bombardier, you want to be a fucking infantry unit, heavy...
Kind of like fucking, like...
Team Fortress.
Team Fortress, yeah.
Only, what's cool about this one is in the single-player mode, the enemy respawns infinitely. They get infinite lives, but you have this little ticker in the corner that'll say, like, I don't know, 120 or something. And that'll be how many times you and your troops can respawn. So, like, every time one of your troops die, that ticker goes down. Every time you die, that ticker goes down once. So you have to make it from A to B with a set amount of troops while the enemy respawns indefinitely.
So you're basically... So... Basically, what you're saying is that you have a respawn limit.
Pretty much, exactly.
That's pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's a really cool mechanic. I never played a game that has a mechanic like, oh, maybe, I don't know. Okay, I don't have much to say. Like, I've seen it played, and I just never played it myself.
Phenomenal game.
God of War 1. This game was awesome.
And people are going to hate me, but I never played the original.
Oh, God, dude.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of cool shit in the original, though. Like, there's a lot of Easter eggs and everything.
Yeah, there's some really funny ones in there. Like, you can, I remember X-Play doing a fucking review of this, and they had to, like, censor the sex scene or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah. Didn't you have, like, sex with Aphrodite or something? Or was it just, like, a bunch of prostitutes up in a tower somewhere?
It was just, like, it's like a save point, basically, where, like, in order to get your health back, if you find a bed that has a bunch of concubines on it, you can just fuck them and get your health back.
Okay. Yeah, I remember X-Play doing it. I can't believe you dropped X-Play, dude. That is something I haven't heard of in a long fucking time. I miss X-Play.
I really miss X-Play too, dude. You know what was one of my favorite fucking gags in X-Play was the N-Gauge guy. Was it the N-Gauge or the N-Gear? What the fuck was it? Was it the N-Gauge?
Fuck, I know what you're talking about, but I forget the name of it too.
But whatever, he would just pop in and he would be like, I never had it, so I don't fucking know. I don't know what it is. But he would just pop in and be like, is it on the N-Gauge? Dude, it was like, they would be doing fucking, I don't know what the fuck it was, but they were like, they would be like, yeah, so you can get it on the PlayStation. And it's just like, oh, is it on the N-Gauge? No, it's not on the N-Gauge.
God damn.
What about the fucking, when they did the Resident Evil review?
I don't know if I ever watched that one.
Dude, they did the Resident Evil 4 review, and they had the fucking, the merchant on there. It's like, what are you buying?
Oh, man.
What are you buying? Cupcake. What are you selling? Nothing. What are you eating?
Cupcake?
Cupcake.
Yeah. I'll have to check that one out.
I love it.
Next.
They had another one where it was like, Solid Snake was like hiding in a box in the X-Play like studio, and he was just going around the office in the box.
Oh fuck! I saw that one. Dude, you know, I saw a meme that was funny as shit. It was like, he was calling HQ, and it was like, I think I'm dying because of my clone genes, and he's sitting there like fidgeting, trying to light like 3 cigarettes at once in his mouth. So I'm dying because of these clone genes.
My favorite was always the crab battle video. Oh, crab battle! I broke my knife. Oh. Devil May Cry again. I didn't. Yeah, fuck it. Guitar Hero.
Hero.
I played the fuck out of Guitar Hero, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
At some point, everyone in the early thousands went to a party, and there was some group of nerds playing this.
Yeah, no, it's true. I was one of those nerds playing it.
I always found it easier to play an actual guitar than to go back, because it's like the reduction down to a couple frets. You see things moving, it's like, oh fuck, oh fuck. Obviously, the red button must be way farther than the blue button, and in reality, it's just 4 buttons all crammed really close together. And I'm used to like a guitar where the more economy you have in movement, the better.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, like, other games came after it to like try to mimic an actual guitar, and some of them were good. Like, I thought it was like Rocksmith or some shit.
Yeah,
was pretty decent. Like, you actually played a guitar and like you learned how to play a song, like, for real. Some of them were wrong as fuck, but I mean, whatever. You can only do so much when you don't have tabs on the internet, you know?
God, thank God, like, tabs are, like, the internet is kind of democratic, because if I was uploading tabs and shit, I would purposefully upload the wrong ones in, like, the wrong key and shit, so it's like, yeah, this is the way the song goes, and the guy's playing, like, a D chord, and in reality, it's like a fucking suspended chord.
I mean, we've probably gone through that before. Do you remember the first time we saw the fucking chords for Eat Your Brains?
Yes.
And, like, we were like, that doesn't sound right at all. And then we found out, oh, this one has like 2 fucking stars on it.
Yep. And that's why it's bullshit that YouTube doesn't have the downvote button anymore.
Agreed. I mean, well, they have a downvote button, but you can't see how many downvotes it has.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, because the people can see, like, that I never understood. Like, who the fuck is supposed to be, like, are they helping when the people who are watching the video doesn't know how many downvotes it has, but the people who are getting the video or who make the video sees the downvotes and how many they have? Like, I thought the whole idea was to make sure that nobody got hurt feelings or whatever the fuck.
I know, but you still see it in your fucking analytics.
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you can see, like, you know what else I noticed too, AJ? They took off the idea. They took off the function where you can sort how, like, your likes to dislikes. You can only sort how many have the most likes. You can't sort which one has the most dislikes, which doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense, because I want to know, like, which video is doing the worst so that I know what not to do again. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, but, like, especially with how-to videos and stuff, like, a lot of the people, like, let's say, I don't know, you have some fucking endorsement from some company that sends you shit to review online. Of course you're going to get a bunch of upvotes from people that work for the company can buy upvotes, fucking, you know, it doesn't matter to me that some guy, like a guitar reviewer, let's just say some fucking guitar reviewer, oh yeah, this Les Paul, fucking, they sent me this Les Paul, I'm going to fucking review this Les Paul, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter how many upvotes from the fucking Les Paul community you have. I want to know how many downvotes from the rest of the community you have. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And, like, hold on, AJ, look, it looks like he's taking a shit.
That's every person who plays heavy metal ever, though. Look at how fat those fingers are for how small of a guitar neck that is. Holy shit.
I mean, they want to, well, they're trying, what I believe is, you see how they actually have, like, 6 strings?
Yeah.
What I think is they're just trying to hide, like, the idea of them actually playing the shit right, so it's just animation.
It's like the equivalent of SimSpeak, only for playing guitar.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I don't know what the fuck this is, but obviously it's a ninja game, I guess.
Looks like a Mortal Kombat thing, but I don't know.
I don't think it's Mortal Kombat. I'm pretty sure it's like, I think it's called like Sekio or like Tenshi or something like that. I don't remember.
Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, bro. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Dude. Fucking Max Payne, though.
On my screen, I don't know if you saw that, but you zoomed in so close in to that ass that the screen just went green for a second.
Yes. I did see that.
But what you said this was Hitman?
No, it's what? No, it's fucking Max Payne.
Oh, that's what I said.
You never played Max Payne?
I have actually never played Max Payne.
Oh my god! That's another one you need to play, dude. That fucking story is insane. I don't know if I finished the third one. I think I might have been too drunk. But
mechanics essentially the same exact thing as GTA.
Not kinda. But it has like a bullet time feature where like you see that fucking
Hourglass
in the middle right here. Yeah, it's that's your meter. So fucking you have that much time to go fucking like fucking Matrix and just shoot people in slow-mo. That was the whole gimmick to the game, basically. That and the fact that you use painkillers to like get rid of your health.
Okay.
You're literally popping pills to feel no pain.
I want to say there was some games that did that before this, but I don't know.
I'm sure there were, but I feel like I don't know if it was an edgy decision or not, because I'm not sure if Max Payne is actually a pill popper. I can't remember, to be honest. Yeah, GTA or GTA. Yo, fucking Tony Hawk Underground is like one of the games that I spent so many hours on.
I've played it slightly, and I've watched you play it, and the only time I played it with you was when you broke your dick doing like a fucking 9-mile jump in midair and purposefully missed it just to break your dick.
Yes. Was that or was that Skate?
Was it? I don't know. Maybe it was Skate. It's the one where like every time you get fucked up, it zooms in on what part of what bones you broke.
Oh yeah, no, that was Skate. Like Skate has a feature in it where like you can like dead weight and go into the Hall of Meat. Anyway, this was cool. This game was awesome because it was like an RPG skateboarding game. And the story was kind of decent. It was like you know you're a small town fucking skater, and then you go into like a fucking it's the fucking skater dream bullshit. But like, I got so upset. I'm so upset JR's not here right now because I've told him this like 4 fucking times now. I was so upset when they remade Tony Hawk 1 and 2 instead of this game because. Like, this game is an open world, like, skating game. Like, who the fuck plays high score games anymore?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to go on another rant, but still.
No, there was, I'm trying to think of some, like, numbers go up game, that are still kind of played today. I mean, people don't freak out about Sonic, but Sonic is still kind of in the popular media, and that's one of those numbers go up games, just fucking collect rings.
Well, no, that's Sonic. I don't know, like the newer Sonics nobody plays because they're garbage.
I mean, Spyro games were kind of like that.
Yeah, Spyro games were kind of like that. Fucking Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Well, Crash Bandicoot was more of like a time trial game, I guess. But regardless, like, why not have one of the biggest things right now are like open world fucking games, especially RPG games. So why wouldn't you remake this good fucking game opposed to just another fucking
Skyrim mod?
I don't know. It's so dumb. It really upset me.
Dude, I bet they'll put a fucking skating mod in Skyrim, a fucking Tony Hawk mod in Skyrim before they remake the fucking Tony Hawk games.
You know what they're doing right now, AJ?
Making a skate mod for fucking...
No.
What?
Better than that. Fucking, I read that these these godly team of modders, right? They're remaking the Fallout 1, 2, 3, and New Vegas in a mod reskin for Fallout 4.
What?
Yeah, they're remaking all those games from scratch using the Fallout 4 game engine, and basically just like just literally reworking the entire game.
Seems like, I don't know, is that really what anyone was fucking asking for, though? Like, I don't know a single person who really had that much of a problem with the OG Fallout to where they're like, I can't play this shit anymore because it's not new and it doesn't look fresh.
Well, nobody really did, but like, I mean, it's better than having Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 be like the final crowning jewel right now. You know, because like the newest Fallout's not coming for a while because now they have a new IP that's coming out. So, you know, so I don't know. I feel like I mean, I'd definitely fucking play it. I don't think at this point. I don't think it has anything to do with people wanting it. I think it was like these people wanted to do it and they just doing it. And I think the first one is supposedly almost done.
You know what okay, here's an instance of something that nobody fucking asked for that I wish they would have spent their time remastering other shit, is the fucking Lord of the Rings games. Dude, they're about to come out with this Gollum game that looks ridiculous in a bad way, like just fucking stupid. And I wish they would go back and remake Lord of the Rings, like the Hobbit game and fucking Lord of the Rings 1, the Twin Towers, and or the Two Towers, fuck. And Return of the King, and maybe even the Third Age and shit like that. Like, I wish they would go back and remake those games as opposed to go forward with this fucking Gollum game that looks kind of dumb.
Pretty dope.
Hold that thought. I need a fresh beer. Give me literally 2 seconds. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm traveling the globe with beer, man. First I was drinking a Modelo, and now I'm drinking a fucking Vorsteiner.
Well, my thing is with the whole... Wait, what? You were drinking a what?
A Vorsteiner. It's a German beer.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you going to say about probably something having to do with Lord of the Rings?
Well, yeah, the fucking Gollum games, like, I don't know. I didn't even see that.
It's going to be
I
like
didn't
a
see any gameplay
ridiculous platformer. Like, what else could it be? He doesn't use weapons.
Yeah, that's true, and he's probably gonna it's probably gonna try to get him to beat the shit out of people for whatever. All right, so
like, you know that cat game that Stray or whatever the hell that just came out.
Yeah, and that actually kind of looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think Gollum is just going to be that with Gollum as the main character. Like, you're just going to be crawling around shit. It's going to be a fucking platformer. You get chased by some gross shit in a cave every now and then. What else?
I don't know. You're right. I feel like it's going to be some kind of like weird puzzle platformer, probably. It's probably going to be like Breath of the Wild, or not Breath of the Wild, fucking like some kind of Zelda clone where they're trying to, you know, show that Gollum is smart or some shit.
I would actually rather them just release Breath of the Wild with like a fucking Gollum mod where you're just Gollum running around.
Somebody made CJ in Stray.
Oh god. Oh, somebody made like a horror SpongeBob and Shrek game.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you gotta look for SpongeBob while Shrek is like chasing after you in the fucking back rooms. It's like spooky.
That's fucking terrifying. You know what else is terrifying?
What?
Hold on. I gotta pull it up because it's not coming up. Hold on.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh no. Why? Oh, why? Speaking of things nobody asked for. Oh, God. Just chase the damn train.
So all the cats are fucking CJ.
With a huge head and the arms are the... Oh my god. It looks... Oh my... This is horrifying.
Look at the gap. Look at the thigh gap, dude. Shit.
This is so horrible.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah,
what the hell is wrong with the other cats? Oh my god, they're like aliens.
They're what are those?
I don't know.
Oh, that's fucking terrifying, dude.
This is proof there is no god.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this our fucking thumbnail, dude.
Okay.
Oh shit, bro.
Oh my
All
god.
right. I'm good on that.
That is my sleep paralysis demon.
Oh fuck, where's the thing? Hold on. Alright, so this is Simpsons Hit and Run.
Great game.
Or I guess they call it Simpsons Road Fury or whatever.
Oh yeah, because didn't the name run them into some lawsuits or some shit?
Or at least it just didn't sound good.
Hit and Run. I don't want to encourage that. God, greatest game known to man. Jack and Dexter, my favorite all time.
Well, I don't know. Let's agree to disagree.
Oh my god, it's such a good fucking game. Oh my god, this is one of those games that was like, I don't. Okay, so there's this character in there that is like the daughter of one of the sages or something, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you a super fast motorbike, but first you need to go do some stuff for me." And like, she bends over to work on this motorbike, and like her thong is hanging out, and then there's like Daxter on your shoulder, like falling in love with this elf chick, and you see Jack, you see. Like Jack and the elf chick, who are like these weird elf characters. You see Daxter, who's like this weasel thing trying to get laid, and meanwhile you're sitting from your perspective in reality as a human, and you're like, would I fuck this elf? Like,
am I into LARP, dude?
And more importantly, would I get sloppy seconds after Daxter? I mean, would you get sloppy seconds after a fucking weasel?
I don't know, dude. Fucking Daxter seems like the kind of guy that would want to go for after. Like, he would want the sloppy seconds.
Yeah, he seems like he probably doesn't give a shit.
Well, no, anyway, I like this game. Like, it was a really fun game, but Jack and Daxter was that game that I played halfway through and didn't have enough money to keep renewing it at Blockbuster. Eventually, because I kept getting it on the 4-day thing, and I'd just be like, I'm just going to keep fucking playing it and keep, getting it. But eventually, like the third time that I fucking renewed it, I couldn't get it. So I just kind of stopped playing it.
It's one of those things that really found a way of showcasing the PS2's graphic potential. Like, it was just a really vibrant game. Maybe the graphics for it weren't even that great PS2 wise, but they had a way of looking good somehow.
Yeah, it has its own little charm to it, where it's like what's a good example? Fucking hold on.
Like the Silent Hill games all had their own aesthetic.
Yeah, it's like when you look at games of the time, like in PlayStation, like 1 kind of shit, where like Final Fantasy VII are all polygons, but you can see the beauty in the actual like art design. You know what I mean?
Dude, I firmly believe the reduction to polygons, or the reduction to quote-unquote bad quality or PS2 quality, actually does some games a lot better than if they were fully rendered, like wonderfully graphics, whatever. Like Silent Hill, the fact that sometimes all you see is like this shitty graphics, whatever, kind of adds to the horror sometimes.
Yeah, you know why? Because you have to use your imagination to like think of what that would be. Like Final Fantasy VII, you have like there's a fucking rock in front of you, and it just looks like a rock, and then you pick it up and it says Key of the Ancients, and you're like, huh? And if you look up the Key of the Ancients, it's like way smaller than what that rock size was. So you have to use your imagination to a lot of things with like older games. Mm-hmm. That's what makes it more, guess what, immersive.
Yeah, well, a lot of it too is well, yeah, it's definitely immersion, but it's like the uncanny valley effect.
Yeah, exactly. Like you were saying, like Silent Hill, there are like gore mounds where it's like, what the fuck is that? And you don't know what the fuck it is. but you can't sit there and think of what is it, because then you're gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah, that uncanny valley effect can be stretched really far. Like, I would almost hope that they wouldn't redo like the first Silent Hill game, because I think the aesthetic, the PS aesthetic, fits it so well.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
It'd be funny if they quote unquote remastered it and just kept literally everything about it the same, and just fucking transferred it to like PS4 or something. So like, oh yeah, oh fuck yeah, they finally released the original Silent Hill. I can't wait to play it. And then you play it and it's literally like the fucking I don't know, like 2.6 megabyte whole fucking game, you know?
True.
Dude, it's crazy how like little space those old games would take up, because I downloaded an emulator on my computer so I could go back and play some like the old GameCube and PS2 games and shit. And you download them and they're like, a whole fucking PS2 game is like 1.26 fucking megabytes on your computer or something.
Yeah, it's not a lot at all.
It's
like back
wonderful.
in the day, we would have probably been like, oh god, 2 gigs? Jesus.
Yeah.
That's too much, bro. Nowadays, like, in order for me to keep Final Fantasy 14 on my computer, I have to have like 76 gigabytes of my shit taken up at all time.
Yeah, it's bullshit when games started becoming so densely packed that we had to switch from like buying video game memory cards, just buying fucking computer hard drives.
Yeah, exactly.
Console.
Very true. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is one of my top favorite games on the PlayStation 2.
Fuck. I can't say too much about it, but I do need to play it.
Yep. Yeah, you do, you motherfucking fucker.
Yeah. I'll probably find a way to download it after this. After this stream, I'll either buy it for my PS2 or ow. What was I saying? Fuck it.
You're buying
Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy. Sorry, I gagged.
It's your inner capitalist, dude.
Yeah, later I'm gonna go buy from Amazon.
This one, this is Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, dude.
Yeah, it's sure is a Mortal Kombat game, all right.
See, you know what was the biggest difference between this one and most Mortal Kombat games? Is this one had was the first one to feature the idea of like switching styles and shit. You see down here where it says Snake?
Mm-hmm.
He's in Snake stance right now, so he's fighting in a completely different style.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so when you switch this, I can't remember what the other one was, but when you switch this, he goes into a complete, I think it was a crane.
Yeah.
I think it was the crane style. He goes into a crane style and has a completely different move set.
That's cool. That's dope.
Yeah.
You know
and
what
I
game?
think the,
Oh, God.
the third one was like a range, or was like a melee weapon. So I think his was like a katana or some shit.
You know what game took advantage of the whole stance mechanic, like, you know, opening up like whole entire different move sets and everything, that I found to do a really good job, was Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, same. That game was really dense, man.
That's basically what if Assassin's Creed, but in Japan, but it's still a good game.
What if Assassin's Creed but Souls?
Pretty fucking much. Maybe a little bit more forgiving, but you know.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually really surprised that Assassin's Creed games hasn't gone to the Endo like Japan period yet.
They've done everything else. I mean, fuck, they've done Karl Marx in one of the games.
Maybe they're fucking like white nationalists or something, because they've only really been doing like
Europe and Greece.
Yeah, they've only been doing European countries and shit through the entire thing.
Yikes. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And their most recent ones were like what? Fucking Valhalla and Odyssey and shit like that. There's some fucking red flags going up there.
Little yikes.
Damn, Ubisoft.
They have been awarded one yike.
One yikes, man. You've gotten one. Tally that. All right. Another Mortal Kombat game. Yup. Mortal Kombat. I'm pretty sure this is Deadly Alliance.
Yo, who's that Terminator-looking dude in the middle with the beret, the red beret? Yeah, him.
I think that was...
It's like if the Terminator were communist.
I think it's Ajax.
Huh. How about the dude 1, 2, 3 over with the fucking Fu Manchu?
That guy? I don't remember his name.
With the Fu Manchu. Yeah, him.
Yeah, him. I don't know. This is Boraicho. He does Drunken Master style and pukes up fucking like acid vomit puke on people.
Nice. Is that fucking Duke Nukem to the fucking top left? Like, yeah, what the hell?
That guy? That's Johnny Cage, bro. Basically Duke Nukem.
Shit. How about the zombie below him? Who's that?
That is Liu Kang zombie. Because Liu Kang dies in this video. Or in this game.
Oh, shit.
Liu Kang gets fucking hatted and his neck snapped by Shang Tsung and Koichi.
Nice. Oh my god! How about
motherfucker too?
How about the orc motherfucker all the way at the bottom?
That's Goro.
How about the 3-eyed one? To the right. To the right. Top right.
Top right.
Go down. Right there.
That one. I have no clue who that is. That's the main villain of the first couple ones. I can't remember his fucking name though, because I'm not a fucking nerd. Original Spider-Man game. Original
Spider-Man was great because when you first start off, the guy giving you the tutorial is just relentlessly shit talking you.
Yeah, like, oh god, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
that had the best. You know, looking back on it, I'm sorry, that wins the award for best fucking tutorial.
I agree. No, I totally agree.
That and it was like one of the few Treyarch games. Like I remember seeing that Treyarch logo come on the screen and being like, "Fuck yeah!" And then that's like,
I forgot about I forgot that was a Treyarch game.
I know. What else did Treyarch even do? What have they done? Are they still alive?
They did Call of Duty Black Ops.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. This was like what I forever associated Treyarch with, and it was such a good game because you could just pick people up.
Didn't Treyarch do fucking Turok?
Oh, I think that they did.
Or was that 3D Realm? I can't remember.
Fuck, I'm gonna look that up right now.
Yeah, you do that.
Treyarch games. Call of Duty Black Ops, yeah, okay. COD. Spider-Man, COD. 007, Quantum of Solace. Nobody fucking played that. Dude, they did Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I think they programmed it in Eversoft.
Wow.
The distribution.
They pretty much did all of the Pro Skaters. That's fucking cool. That's really neat.
Okay.
Anyway.
So next this is one of the Budokais. I always played Budokai 3 and I wrecked people in Budokai 3.
Can't say I ever played this one, but when it came to the whole I never got too big in, well, not even fighting games, but I never got too big into DBZ to begin with until like way, way after the fact. Like I have more of an appreciation for it now than I ever did as a kid.
You know what I'm watching right now? Like, you know what I was watching before you called me and asked me if I wanted to do shit?
Gay midget.
Oh, wait, my bad. That's not what happened. I'm sorry. What I was doing before you called me and told me you were ready to do shit. My bad. I was watching the OG Dragon Ball from the 80s.
Don't people like get bloody and die and shit in that one?
Not necessarily.
Oh. I remember seeing something with DBZ where like it got gory for a minute and I was like, whoa, wait a minute, what?
Kinda. It's I don't know how to explain it. I mean, there was no real blood and shit. Like, it's more based to, like, it's more Dragon Ball Z if it was like a Saturday morning cartoon, which I think it pretty much is, I guess. This is a Need for Speed, but I'm not sure which one.
All racing games are Need for Speed.
Hold on. I know which one it is. Can you guess which one it is, AJ?
Something Miami.
Guess? Nope.
MW. My wet pussy.
Modern Warfare.
Need for Speed, Modern Warfare 2,
Need for
Zombies.
Speed, Modern Warfare 2, Zombies, dude.
Assassin's Creed, Need for Speed, Modern Warfare 2.
It's Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Okay.
This is one that's up your alley. I think this is This isn't Call of Duty. This is Medal of Honor, isn't it?
I always liked Medal of Honor better than Call of Duty, but Medal of Honor died, and then Call of Duty just fucking went on to become the cancerous tumor that it is. But yeah, this was Medal of Honor Pacific Sun, it looks like, and yeah, it definitely is Pacific Sun because the grenades, I can tell by that. I don't know, the way the grenades look. What's glorious about this is that it showcases the fact that the M1 Garand was used basically up until Vietnam. And during Vietnam. Yeah, other than that, I mean, it's kind of like a pretty standard game that is kind of a little bit racist, maybe. You know, like in the sense that it just flattens the enemy to all these people that basically look the same, and all you do is just shoot your way through their fucking territory.
Really? I mean, does it glorify that, or is there some underlining what the fuck are we doing kind of shit?
No, there's literally basically essentially no dialogue. Like in the beginning of the level, you might have some dude in a tank that's riding by. You're like, we need to go in there and fuck this enemy up and take no prisoners because they're coming after us and blah, blah, blah. And then it's okay. And then the rest of the level is literally just pushing forward. There's no dialogue. My God. Yeah.
It's just nationalism, the game.
I mean, yeah, pretty fucking much. But
my goodness,
it's not even. It's nationalist in the sense that you're an American and you're just it flattens the enemy. You have all of the personality in the game, and the enemy gets none whatsoever. In fact, I don't even think there's a main enemy antagonist. You're just literally fighting faceless peons throughout the fucking game.
I'm starting to realize why Call of Duty kept going and this one just kind of sank.
Yeah, it was it was a fun game when all you wanted to do was shoot things coming at you, and that's every Call of Duty game basically. Damn, they even put the dirt on his feet. Those are some dirty feet.
I mean, he's a prisoner of war, dude. You'd have dirty feet too, bitch.
I'm just surprised. Look at how many pixels of dirt they put on those feet. That's a lot of effort for dirt feet.
This guy has a lot. This one, oh look, this guy over here. Look at. Hold on, are those shoes or is those dirty feet?
Those are those Croc shoes. Those in between toe shoes.
Because that right here, that dude has one clean foot and one dirty foot.
Look at how far apart his toes are on his left foot, the one that's facing the camera. It's holy shit. He basically has a little thumb thing going off. I mean,
he's like a little fucking alien, bro.
It goes inward. He's doing the rock and roll symbol with his feet.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe they... Oh, wait. What if they cut him off, though?
Oh, you had to make me feel bad. Fuck.
Oh, dude. They probably cut him off.
Fuck.
Oh, look. They cut off his ankle. Look, you can see it. Look, they cut off his ankle. They cut off his whole fucking foot.
Holy shit, it's sticking out by bone. There's one pixel of white in between all of that. It's hanging by bone. Compound fracture McGee.
Is it between that, or that's the pole behind him, dude? No, his whole fucking shin is gone.
I can see one little line of pink pixel all the way in the very center. Yeah,
this one right here.
No, go down.
Wait, what if that's
go to the right. No, go to the right.
Right here.
Right there, exactly where the hand is. Now bring it straight down. Follow it. That's the line of pink.
Really?
I see a line of pink that could resemble flesh.
It looks like the wood of this.
I
don't know. I'm not arguing with you anymore.
Poor foot man.
I believe this is Tekken. This is Tekken.
Oh, it has to be because I see my dude. Oh fuck, who was the Jaguar? Yeah.
Where the fuck is my boy Law? Law is my favorite.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I was playing one of the Tekken games for PS1, and in the background, you're in New York City, and you're on top of just a random fucking skyscraper fighting, and dude, in the background, you see the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's not cool because, fucking fiscal imperialism, but, like, I mean, it's cool to see, like, the artifact standing there. You sure you don't want that to be our thumbnail?
I do kind of want that to be our thumbnail. I kind of want that to be my my avatar picture.
Do it.
I read that one.
Either one of those, maybe.
Yeah, that's me when I'm taking a shit, bro.
And that's me when I look at the shit in the toilet.
Whoa! This is Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus.
I know nothing about this game. So what, can you give me like an ounce of very, very, like 30-second introductory lore to Final Fantasy? Like, what is Final Fantasy? What is this Final Fantasy that's never fucking final?
Wait, Final Fantasy or like a specific Final Fantasy? Like
Are
the
they all
series
different?
or one of the game? No, they're all different.
Well, is there like a same world that they take place in? Like, what's happening? Like, why is there Final Fantasy? What's going on?
Well, Final Fantasy is like a bunch of different. It's a bunch of different stories and different like universes. Basically, it's all in this. It's a multiverse style game where like.
So none of these cross over necessarily. None of these have to do with any of the others necessarily.
It depends on. Yeah, basically no, because the only time that I feel like it's ever really crossed over is like in like Kingdom Hearts and shit. That's about it. Because like you have like Cloud and Tifa and Yuffie and shit and Aeris and all that. They're in Final Fantasy VII, as where like Squall and like Leon and shit and fucking whatever the fuck Sophia or whatever the fuck her name was, they're in Final Fantasy VIII, but they're both in like Kingdom Hearts. It's hard to explain. Like it's all just different stories and different universes, but it's all kind of the same concept. It's all it's not really alternative universes, it's literally like multiverses.
So is there any main antagonist throughout the games, or is it like every game it's like some games you're fighting an evil corporation, some games you're just fighting some fucking evil guy?
Basically, like
so it's a different game every time, basically. Like completely different story.
The only thing that kind of relates to all the games is like the summoning, like all the monsters and all the creatures and stuff. Like the chocobos are in like every game, like cactars in every game. Materia is in Final Fantasy VII actually. Like summoning. If you're like you played Final Fantasy X, did you ever get to the point where you were summoning shit?
I didn't actually play it. I watched one of my friends play it, but I was there for several hours of many days watching them play it. But
so, like, you know how he could? Did he ever get to the point where like he could summon creatures with Yuna?
I believe so.
So, like, most of the creatures that you can summon in every Final Fantasy game through like summoners or white mages or whatever are the same ones, like Bahamut and Baphomet, fucking or not Baphomet. Behemoth, fucking Ifrid, Hades, Leviathan, all that shit. Those are really the only consistents in every Final Fantasy game. Besides, like, all the magic is basically the same, but all the stories and like places and worlds are kind of different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why they're up to Final Fantasy fucking 203 now, is because there's literally an unlimited amount of things that they could directions they could go with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, some of them actually still do the same. Some of them still follow the same guideline through certain ones, but at this point, it's just like trope shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's
it's not hard to like. Some people might play Final Fantasy VII and not like it. Some people might play Final Fantasy VIII and like it. Some people might play Final Fantasy IX and not like it. Some people might play Final Fantasy X and might not like it. So every single one of them are different. It's just a matter of which one you like the most. But everybody kind of comes up with the same idea that the first 3 are kind of like garbage because they're the beta versions of everything. It would like...
So it's kind of similar to how Souls games are, to where there's like Sekiro, there's fucking Dark Souls, and there's Elden Ring and Bloodborne, and they're all basically the same thing but different.
Yeah, exactly. It's all the same kind of like concept. It's all the same kind of like magic and like little bits of lore and shit, but different.
Yeah, like they all work on that like Cthulhian mythos kind of thing and just go in their own direction with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nipple. Nipple.
You found it. You found the one nipple. The Omni nipple.
I believe this one was Prince of Persia Sands of... Was it this one Sands of Time, or is this the one after that?
This looks like the first one.
Is it?
I don't know.
I thought he was in that outfit in that other one. I can't remember what it was called.
Maybe.
Sand and Blood or Bloody Sand Vaginas or some shit. I can't remember.
Some shit. But I remember the Prince of Persia games. They would have been something I would have gotten into had I owned a PS2, but I watched my friend play it and I was like, damn, this looks like a pretty riveting game, but I like went home and couldn't fucking play it.
JR did the same thing to me with Alan Wake, where it was like I was playing it, but he didn't play it because he couldn't understand the controls. Basically, it was confusing. It was a confusing game.
Well, I mean, so he would rather watch you play it, kind of thing.
Yeah. He didn't want to learn how to play it, so he would watch me play it. It's like anybody watching a fucking Let's Play on YouTube.
Right.
This is the second God of War.
I love it when they do, like, when the background moves, like, when it's some living figure, like, some monumental, huge fucking thing in the background. Like, in the new God of War game, Ragnarok or whatever, you had, like, that giant, what's the snake's name?
Remember?
But yeah, I love shit. That's the God of War does that really well. Where they'll have like the huge moving backgrounds and everything, and doing like your teeny tiny little battle on the foreground of this huge background.
Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty dope. I love when they have that going on because it also has like a multitask kind of feature to it. Where you gotta pay attention to both sides or else you're fucked.
And I really like that, like, in the God of War games, I feel like it's an open world game, even though it's an A to B kind of game.
It's kind of like, God, what's a good example of that? Yeah, it's kind of like Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, honestly. But fuck, what was the one game I told you about the other day? It was one that was like A to B, but it was like a totally open world kind of shit. Well, that's what games like Maple Story and fucking DFO Dungeon Fighter Online. That's the kind of shit that they do, and it really works.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. All right, so next, I'm not sure which Sonic game this is, but it looks horrible.
That looks like ass. I've never been into any of the Sonic games. I mean, it's a platformer. You collect rings, number go up. High score game. I don't know. It's fun. I'm sure.
This is fucking Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, dude.
Looks badass.
It was really good. It wasn't like a Mortal Kombat game where it was a straight fighter game. It was a fucking open, like, it was an action RPG game basically.
So are you moving 3-dimensionally in this?
Yes.
Okay, so with that guy in the corner over there, you can walk over there and beat his ass.
Yes, it's basically like fucking oh god, it's basically like God of War, honestly.
That's cool. That's dope.
And you get to pick between him and another character. I can't remember. I think it was Liu Kang.
I would probably be interested in playing that game. I'll have to give it a shot.
It was okay. It was a pretty decent game. I liked it. I gave it at least a fucking like 3 out of 5.
Nice.
Oh, dude, nobody needs to talk about this game anymore.
The cheats made it.
Yeah, the cheats definitely were awesome. Some of the mods you could get on the computer were cool too.
The dialogue is great.
Oh, the dialogue, the story is pretty great too. I mean, dude, this game is just flawless. Honestly, I love this game. This was another one that I just spent hours playing, and my mom would get mad because I would have it up really loud, and my grandmother would be home.
Yeah. Remember how how there was like a cheat where you could see through the cars or cars were invisible or something? So of course you turn that on, and then in the game you buy a prostitute and see what they actually do in the cars, and they just sit there and make the noises.
Yeah. That's true. And in GTA 5 they actually do the shit.
Hey,
that's actually kind of funny.
That is the upgrade the people want.
All right, so this one, I can't remember which. I think this was the original one.
That looks like the...
Pretty sure this is the original one.
What was the original one called?
It was literally just Crash Bandicoot.
Hold on. Crash Bandicoot original. I think that's the one that I played.
I played the fuck out of that. Or is it... did you play this one, or did you play the one where they were like going like time traveling?
I played the one where that guy there was is like the rise of Dr. Whatever or something. He at one point What's that?
Dr. Cortex.
Yeah, Dr. Cortex. Is that this one?
Professor Cortex. Yeah.
Okay.
The Wrath of Cortex, dude. It's the Wrath of Cortex.
Yes, and that's the one that I played, and this is
the first one.
Okay, so that's not
that one was the second one. Yeah.
Gotcha. My favorite one about the Wrath of Cortex have you ever played the Wrath of Cortex?
Oh yeah.
Remember the levels where you were riding around in a plane and Cortex was making all the tornadoes and shit?
I believe so, yes. I don't actually, was that game? Whatever. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I think that was the second. I think that was that one.
Yeah.
My favorite ones were when you were riding like the animals, and you had to like control which way they went, and you couldn't control like which way you go, or back, forward or back or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, which one was this? Fuck. This one was just SmackDown, I think.
I think this is the one that No, this isn't the one that I played. I don't know. I do not know this one.
I'm not too sure.
But could you still get chairs and smack the shit out of people with them? The metal chairs?
Probably.
That's all that matters.
That was a feature in pretty much every game, I'm pretty sure.
That's all that matters.
I think this one was Onimusha? It's the Demon Hunter one. I can't remember how to say it though.
I have no idea what this is. I've never seen this before, but it looks like a good game.
It was pretty decent. It was like you play this guy who has to like save Tokyo from the fucking demonites and shit. It was decent.
That's cool. I mean, it looks like you're about to like run down there and go guns a-blazing, get into some shit.
Definitely. About to slice them up like apple fucking fritters. This I believe is this is Dynasty Warriors.
Some Dynasty Warriors games were decent. Most.
I believe this is Dynasty Warriors 7. No, I believe this is Dynasty Warriors 4.
I love how the only appeal that comes out of Dynasty Warriors is that like spinning around in a circle and watching like 100 people go flying. Like that's it.
I mean, yeah, like you basically gotta like mow people down through the entire game. It's not Like it gets boring after a while, but like some of the games did it perfectly.
Yeah, it
Like they have an online game now. It's like an MMO game that you make your own character and you just mow people down. It's such a grind fest, but that's literally what the game is.
Yeah, like you said, there's some good ways to do it and some bad. There's one where it's like this huge battle was going on around you and there's people constantly trying to fuck with you, obviously, but it's mostly like there are hubs of battles on the battlefield, like big groups, and you go in between from group to group and like kick certain people's asses, like, oh, the general's over here, so you go and like kick this group of people's asses and then kill that general and then walk over and do the next thing.
That's pretty much where it's at. I think I might actually play this game later.
Hey.
I think I've been streaming a lot of games lately. Like you caught me playing fucking Fallout 76 before we started this.
Yeah.
Next. Oh, dude, Silent Hill.
Hell yeah.
Which one is this for?
I don't know. Believe it or not, the only one I played was Homecoming, and that's like the worst one.
I'm so sorry.
No, everyone's gonna hate me for that, but sorry.
I never played this one.
Oh,
it's an X-Man game. I just don't know which one it is.
I played the demo for this. Yeah, I played the demo for this, but I don't remember what it was.
I think I might have too. I just don't remember which one it was. Oh, dude, this is Kingdom Hearts 2.
I
love this.
I never got too into Kingdom Hearts, but I always wanted to. Like, I always saw people playing it, and it looked fun.
Oh, dude, it is so the timeline is so confusing. Honestly, I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, and then I just stopped. I didn't play any of the extra games that came out and shit. I have not played Kingdom Hearts 3 because Davey told me it was dog shit. So,
yeah, I don't know. It always obviously looks a little weird because you're like a dude that's just playing with cartoons, and it's like, who the fuck wants to go into battle with Goofy? But like,
I mean, I would, dude. Fuck that. I would get, dude. If Goofy showed up at a fucking like throwdown with me with a shield, oh my god, it would be on.
I'm imagining more like on the modern battlefield with like a heavy machine gun, like, yuck, I need another clip for my fucking BAR, yuck.
Yeah, but murder. Murder.
I'll fucking do it again.
Oh god.
But it's are they all turn? They're not all turn based, right?
They're not turn based.
Oh well, how come this is like command, attack, magic, items?
Because it's all real time.
Oh.
But you have to like, pick as you're there.
Okay. So rather than have like a little inventory screen, you just have that fucking thing on the side.
Yeah, I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe they made it so that the directional pad is only for the command thing.
Okay. Gotcha.
So if you want to move around, you got to use the joystick. I think it was one of the first games to do that. This is The Witcher.
Okay. That's
Nah, it's Lord of the Rings. I just don't remember which one it was. I think it's Return of the King.
Yeah, it looks like Return of the King. I think that's like the only one where you could play as Gandalf. They were all solid games. I don't know.
I don't know. Looks like a mom and her kid.
Like a hairy kid with like a handlebar mustache.
Yeah.
Mother, I need you to save me, mother.
With my axe, mother. Oh, dude, this game was dope. Fatal Frame 2 was such a good game, dude.
I never played it, but it looks dope as shit.
It was so cool. Like you had to capture these fucking ghosts in a fucking like an actual like camera, and it's so hard to explain. It's one of those like
walk towards you and try to kill you. Like, what's happening on the screen here?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like you and your sister are trapped in this fucking house, and the only way to kill these things is with a camera, basically. And it's Junji Ito without like any of the freaky ass shit. It's just like
Traditional ghost story.
bullshit. Yeah. I don't remember if it was gory or not because it's been a really long time since I played it. But
So what is she like having to round up all these ghosts and lead them somewhere, or what's happening?
I think she's literally just capturing them in the fucking camera.
And do they fade away as you record them, or what?
No. I mean, like it's a picture camera.
Oh, so okay.
Like a Kodak camera. So she's taking pictures of fucking ghosts. And I think, if I remember correctly, it's like I can't remember exactly. I just remember it was a really good game, and I had a lot of fun with it. But it was one of those other games that I borrowed from Blockbuster, and I could never get back.
Well, thank God for emulators.
All right, I'm about to download this one too, dude. This is taking me back,
dude. I was talking to my mom about this the other day. How like. I don't know, and we were at a bar, and in the corner of the bar, there's one of those, like, golfing machines, like, it has, like, the little ball in the center that you can, like, roll, or it's, like, sometimes they're bowling machines or whatever, and you roll that little ball in the center. It's literally, like, one of those big, consoles, like, one of those big, like...
Yeah, it's like an arcade console.
Arcade console, exactly, but it has that little ball in the center so you can play, like, little dumb sports games. Right. We were talking about how, like, dude, those things actually cost, like, a good bit. Like, if you want to go to buy one as, like, just, like, an amateur collector or something, those things cost, like, a good, like, couple $100. So, like, if you're going to invest in that, why not just invest in, like, remember how you would walk into Blockbuster and there would be, like, the GameCubes behind that, like, bulletproof glass, and they just have those controllers jutting out from it?
Yeah,
you could just
and, like, do,
like,
them. Demos and shit, yeah.
Yeah, like, why not just have that? Like, if you're going to invest the same fucking amount of money in one of those console machines, why not?
So like a bar that has, like, demo games on it?
Pretty much. Like, if kids are going to play something, I was talking to my mom, like, when do you honestly think the last time somebody stuck a fucking quarter in that golf machine was? And it's like, I don't know, but I would totally go over there and stick a quarter in the fucking Duke Nukem machine or the fucking...
Yeah, exactly.
Anything else machine.
Honestly, dude, I've thought for a long time one of my go-tos, if this shit doesn't work, you know, my go-tos is trying to get enough money to get a bar and try and make like an arcade bar, because I mean, by the time I can do that, our generation's gonna be like at the point of where it's like, oh, nostalgia, oh my god, I miss having an arcade, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just extra money, bro. That's fucking quarters into my pocket.
Yeah, and if you can find a way how to, like, kind of rent out, like, better consoles, like, you know, stick a quarter in the fucking PS4 machine or however you want to put it, that would be dope too.
It's gonna be a bar rent. It's gonna be a bar arcade rental joint.
Hell yeah, and you know that's. I miss Blockbuster, and I miss physical. I still buy physical CD copy games, whatever. Just because physical media, whatever that, and if the stores ever go to shit, then you still have the game. You can still download it.
Exactly.
But I miss, like, you know, being able to demo games and rent games physically and give them back for cheap and everything. And I feel like your video game bar, if you could introduce, you know, some consoles to, because by then, you know, the PS4 will be ancient. Let's say, you know, it's like anywhere from 10 to 20 years in the future. That if you do this, then, you know, by then PS4 is ancient history. So, like, you could introduce, like, a rent a PS4, sit in the back thing and play it, and people could be like, oh, I never played Red Dead, so I'll sit down and play it for an hour.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that.
That would be dope.
All right, so this one is Final Fantasy X-2.
That gun looks ridiculous.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
That is actually a creature.
That shoots?
Yes, it's a creature. It's a snake with a fucking Gatling gun head.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right?
It's a sentient Gatling gun. What the fuck?
There's Yuna and Riku. The G's. Not much I can say about this game. It was definitely different than 10.
Was it a good one? I mean, would you recommend it?
I mean, it was If you played 10 and you want like, if you played 10 and you want to find out what happened to the crew afterwards, you might as well play it. Like if you're into the story, just fucking play it. It's basically 10 with extra steps.
Okay, I mean,
yeah, it's decent. Like it's not terrible.
I enjoyed 10, so.
Mm-hmm. Here's 10, like the original 10.
I'll take it. We've already talked about this one a good bit, but
yeah,
it's solid. In fact, I would say if anyone's going to play a Final Fantasy for an introduction, that's probably the best one. Like if you want the Final Fantasy experience, Final Fantasy experience.
See, I probably would have said the same thing, because like I feel like if you truly want, like, if you're somebody who's like, I heard of Final Fantasy VII, but you know I just haven't played it, but I really want to, but I can't get past the graphics or whatever the fuck. It is a good, like, Final Fantasy X is definitely a good introduction. I feel like Final Fantasy IX would be the best one.
Okay, I haven't played 9, so I can't speak on it.
If you get a chance, play 9 because it's definitely, it's turn-based just like this and Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and shit, but the story is really good. Whatever. Okay, we've talked about Final Fantasy enough today.
As I'm growing up, I'm having more and more of affinity for both turn-based games and like level-based games, in the sense that like you can get through things and progress reasonably quick and shit. Because like, I don't know, like an Elden Ring, like let's say I got like an hour to do something and I want to like play a fucking video game. Like I am not going to pop in Elden Ring or something, because that's like, or Skyrim or something, because that's like, by the time you get going you got to turn the fucking game off. So I'm having,
absolutely.
like with being a busier person, I'm having more and more of an affinity for like shorter level games and like more A to B kind of shit, you know?
I feel that. I kind of get that. Like I can't really say too much because most of the time I've been playing like Final Fantasy 14 or fucking Fallout 76.
Well, at least you can save frequently in Fallout.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no. Fallout 76 is an MMO, so yeah.
Shit.
You kind of can't like pause it and walk away like you could any other Fallout game.
Yeah. Well, whatever. What is this?
I don't know. I think this is Gran Turismo, but I don't know because I'm not, like, stupid.
Good for you for even being able to name another racing game besides Need for Speed, because Gran Turismo, like, when you said that, I was like, oh, holy shit, that fucking series does exist. Wow.
Yeah, right? I mean, Gran Turismo, Forza, Need for Speed, oh, God, what's another one, dude?
I don't know. I'm not hip on
Grand
racing.
Prix,
Yeah.
Formula One, fucking oh, what's that other one? It's not Need for Speed. It's the literal opposite to Need for Speed. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't like racing games. This is Tekken Tag Tournament, I think.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, and it's a Tekken game that you get to play two characters at once.
Is it
next,
like a co-op thing? Like, could you play teams or something?
No, it's like Marvel versus Capcom, where you you make a team of characters and then you play them separately.
Okay, gotcha. It's just fucking Pokemon, only with real-time fighting.
This fucking shit, bro. This is probably one of the best fucking PlayStation games I've ever played in my life.
Dude, Shadow of the Colossus was the shit.
Oh my god, Shadow of the Colossus was fantastic.
That's where
nothing, and you know what's fucked up about this game too, dude? Is there's nothing to it. There's literally nothing to it, and it is one of the most simplest, basic ass games.
Wait for boss to attack, run up boss's arm, bash boss.
It's not even just that, dude. Think of it outside. Think of it outside, too. Like, it's an open world game. You can go anywhere you fucking want. There's no extra enemies except for the bosses. There's no, unlockables. There's no little Easter... Maybe there's an Easter egg here or two. There's no fucking collectibles. You know, there's nothing to this game.
Dude, I forgot how bare bones it was. Holy shit.
There's nothing to this game except the atmosphere, the graphics, the environment, and the bosses.
The scale.
And the scale. Yeah, the scale. Oh my god, bro.
That's
and you know what's even more fucked up is you could play this game for hours and you would still have so much fun just adventuring around, seeing all the shit. This is one of the best fucking PlayStation 2 games that was ever conceived.
What came out first, God of War or this?
God of War.
Okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Were they made by the same production company? Okay.
Not at all.
Wow, because the aesthetic is almost like the same.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this came out before God of War 2, though.
Okay.
So God of War 1 was already out, but God of War 2, like, imagine God of War 1's graphics where it's still but, like, then you go to God of War 2 and it's, like, way better.
Mm-hmm.
I think these are better than God of War 2's graphics.
Yeah, dude, these graphics are, like, on the PS2, this was, like, pushing limits.
Right? It's crazy. And it didn't even load, it didn't even take that long to load shit either. Like, maybe the startup load was really long, but everything else within it, like trying to go to another area, like the cutscenes never had the load, they just went right into it. Like, the processing in this game was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And even the fact that the bosses, like, you pretty much knew, okay, like, you evade basically their first attack, and then you run up whatever part of them they use to attack you, and then, you know, you just beat the shit out of them, whatever, or figure out a way to fucking find their Achilles heel or whatever it is. Even though that mechanic was so basic, it's like, you still forgot that was the basic mechanic because the bosses each had a different way of attacking you, so it was basically like, how am I gonna run up this motherfucker? And like,
yeah, it's trial and error.
Yeah, and it's kind of not even that, like, unrealistic. Like, think about it in that guy's shoes. Like, I know I have to run up to this motherfucker and basically hit him on the head. Like, how do I do this? And then you wait for them to make a move and get stuck, and then you just fucking do it. You go while you have the chance.
Yeah, I always got stuck on the fucking sand snake one.
Mm-hmm.
That big fucking sand snake motherfucker. You're supposed to shoot him in the eye, and I didn't know it.
Yeah, he was a bastard.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so much I could say about this game, but we've already gone over like an hour, haven't we?
Yeah, just the monsters in and of themselves were great design. Like, if you could pick up these monsters and place them in any other game, they'd fucking hold up. Like, I mean, if you wanted to fucking put these guys in Bloodborne, they'd be ridiculous.
Like, well, just playing the first boss is like fantastic because you're like, okay, what the fuck am I getting into? And you're just like, what, like the amount. The surprise on my face when I first saw saw the first fucking Colossus, I didn't know what to expect, dude. At all. I knew that it was like, oh, it's really big things, but like, I didn't realize it was, holy fuck, it's a really big thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's go on. We need to make a Shadow of the Colossus episode, dude.
Dude, I feel like, let me put it this way. I feel like no matter how easy the enemy is, there's something that adds to the payoff of, you know, that great fucking wondrous feeling that a game is supposed to give you just in being this tiny little fucking thing that brings down something huge. Doesn't even matter how easy it is. It's just like, bam, as you, a tiny little thing, get to watch this huge thing come crashing down. It's like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, oh, dude. Hey, do you know that this is the sequel to Ico, right?
No shit.
Yeah, Ico was a pretty decent game too.
Never played that one.
Yeah, we'll have to do an actual episode on this.
Okay.
Whoa! Hold up, slow down. God damn, man.
Jeez Louises.
What is
that?
Was it
SOCOM or some shit?
I think it is SOCOM. I never liked SOCOM.
I never liked any of this shit. It could be like one of the early Ghost Recons or something for all I know. They're all the fucking same.
This is one of the Final Fantasy. I think it's Final Fantasy 11.
Dude, what is this for? Because this looks fucking dope.
I don't know. I can't remember which one this is.
This looks like it has to be for like PS3 or something.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, we don't even have to, because you know I'll be on it for an hour. This game made up my childhood. I must have beaten this game at least, like, I don't know, 30 times.
Hold on, AJ. What's the next one? Okay, I don't know what that is. All right, go ahead.
Leon, help! That's it.
Oh my god,
That's
that just sums the entire fucking game up.
You get Ashley, you go down a corridor, and then she gets fucking kidnapped again, and then shit like this jumps out at you, and you gotta shoot it in the right spot.
You know what was the best fucking surprise in this game for me? Was that big fucking like lake creature.
Oh, dude, that was awesome.
That gave me so much anxiety, bro. That was crazy good.
Dude, I didn't know when the thing was coming at you that you could choose to either throw something at it or move the boat. I always thought you had to stand there and just throw as many things at it until it just didn't bite you. And every now and then it would just fucking bite you regardless. And it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And then it's like, oh, I can move the boat.
Yeah, I forgot about that, yeah.
But you're still leashed to the thing, so you can only move in like a semicircle.
You know, I got so good at that game that I didn't even need a thermal scope to kill these things.
Yeah, you just kind of know where each one is.
Yeah. Like, it was like 4 on his chest and 1 on his head or some shit.
Yeah, I always like it when you beat the game and Ashley gets armor so that whenever a zombie picks her up, they just fall right the fuck down.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That shit was funny as shit. And then Leon got, like, that fucking Chicago fucking look.
Typewriter, Chicago typewriter. The fucking
the Chicago typewriter.
Infinite Tommy gun. That shit was bomb.
Well, not just that. He got, like, the fucking trench coat and hat and shit, too.
Oh, yeah, all of it. It was great.
Yeah. That's another fucking Kingdom Hearts. I don't know what this is.
Discombobulator, crescent kick. I have no idea.
Spirit of God. I'm not sure.
I have God and anime on my side.
Oh God, Need for Speed Underground was so good.
Never played it.
It was a good one. It was definitely good.
Snoop Dogg featuring The Doors.
Yeah, that was a song that they did.
Oh no.
Riders on the Storm.
Oh jeez.
Silent Hill. Which one was the one where you were a girl? I forgot. 3? No.
I don't know. I know this one's one of the better games though.
Yeah, I remember that people talk about this one a lot. I have no clue what this is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. It's got like the San Andreas map though.
Oh fuck! What was this one? I've seen this before. I just don't know what the fuck it is.
What the hell?
Oh, you know what?
Exorcism?
Dude, this is Constantine.
Dude, I was just about to say it looks like the movie, but I didn't remember what its name was.
Yeah, it's fucking Constantine. Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. I never played it.
Oh, is that it? Oh, that was all of them. Holy fuck! All right.
Wow. So we're at the end of that one. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. I didn't think we were actually going to finish all of that. Hold on, let me get back to. Hold on. Okay. He's gonna punch him in the dick, dude.
Dude, that is perfectly aimed. He's like
perfectly aimed at his dick. He's gonna go. Just keep running forward, dude.
I'll have you know I fight dirty, and then punches him straight in the dick. It's prison rules, motherfucker. Yes.
Well, I had fun.
So, all in all, what games made up your childhood, if you could narrow it down to 3?
3 of them, like...
3 of the most influential games.
So, going from 3, probably GTA San Andreas, or actually, hold on, rewind. It'd probably be Tony Hawk's Underground, then GTA San Andreas, and Final Fantasy VII.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I also like Fable was a real good one that I spent a fuck ton of time playing.
I played Fable for a little bit, and then I don't know what the hell happened. I remember it being a fun game. Do what?
They have it on Steam. You should play it.
Oh shit, cool.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think my 3 would be Jak and Daxter, Resident Evil 4. And then maybe I don't know. I played a good bit of time playing Freedom Fighters, which looking back on it, I mean, it's a totally bullshit game, but I mean, it was fun for what it was, just because it had the mechanic where you could run around a town and hire up to I think 12 people to fight for you, and then you used Y to make them attack, and you could either look at the ground and make them just hold a certain area. Or you could look at an enemy and it was cool. If you tap Y, you could send just one of them out. And if you hold Y, they would all go out. So you could send okay, I want 3 people to go over here and kill this motherfucker. So I'm going to look at him and hit Y 3 times. And then I'm going to go over here and have these guys follow me. And I'm going to help, while they do that, I'm going to, you could make autonomous, attacks. It was cool.
Well, I think we played that once before, and I don't know. I can't remember it, to be honest.
There was a nail gun cheat where every time you shoot, people would ragdoll and then go flying until they hit the nearest surface and then just twitch endlessly attached to us. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking great.
But, yeah, those are my 3.
You know what I think of Freedom Fighters, AJ?
What?
Let me tell you what I think of Freedom Fighters right now. It's not coming out.
It's probably best that it didn't then.
Yeah.
Yikes. Maybe we had a near miss.
I almost had an accident, guys.
Well, I mean, shit, that would be better content than what we just did. Hearing you be like, hey, AJ, guess what I think of your dumb shit. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I thought you got kicked out again.
Nah, I'm surprised I didn't. I guess shit just twitched for a second, but yeah. What the fuck did you just say?
I almost shit my pants.
Oh yeah, it'd be funny if you're about to be like, yeah, AJ, you know what I think of your stupid dumb shit, and then you turn around and try to fart on the mic, but you literally shit yourself. Oh, god damn it! Hold on, AJ, I gotta go.
Oh, dude, I would have totally sat in my own shit. It's all good. Yeah, as soon as we fucking finished, Josh got on. I'm really upset.
Yeah, well, he'll have to wait until the next one. But it's okay, because I do have to go. This is actually perfect timing. So, is there anything that you would like to tell the people before we leave?
Peanut butter is the best thing to ever happen.
And we're gone, and this is it, folks. Goodbye. I will not host this bullshit on our platform.
Do not let him fool you.
Mike is paid by Big Peanut Butter to disseminate their messages.
Look, you don't understand. Look, hold on. You have no fucking idea the kind of things that me and Jiff talk about. But it doesn't matter. Peanut butter is the best thing in this goddamn world, okay?
You listen to me, you Skippy little slut.
Oh, God, Skippy.
We can all agree Skippy is bullshit, right?
I like Peter Pan.
I don't even know what that is.
It's Peter Pan. It's a Peter Pan peanut butter alert, dude.
So,
what the hell do you mean a Peter Pan peanut butter alert?
So that really was a real fucking reference, huh?
It was.
Wow. I thought that was just his Tourette's.
What do you mean a Peter Pan peanut butter alert?
God damn it. Well,
all right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, this has been fun. We'll be back at you with more hauntology, fucking nostalgia bait soon.
We'll have something, motherfucker. And come and check out me playing shit online, probably every night. I'm not even sure anymore. On Watch Me Suck with LordMikeBedlam. Sometimes it'll be a ScowlingAl Watch Me Suck, but you know what? Right now, it ain't.
Yeah.
It's Lord Mike Bedlam.
Yep, you got the monopoly on that at the moment. But I will be rivaling you because I got Days Gone and it's the shit, and I think I might
But
stream.
dude, that game is so good.
It's literally how do I take out like fucking 50 enemies with 6 bullets, but
Well, I mean, like I honestly think that Deadlight was probably better.
Dying Light,
That's
yeah.
just me. Yeah, Dying Light is better.
Dying Light's basically a fucking platformer FPS. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's parkour dead people.
Exactly. That's the best description. Parkour parachute dead people.
Yeah, parkour parachute dead people. There you go.
There we go. Anyway, it has been nice, and you should all join us again and give this shit a thumbs up and subscribe.
Later.
Later.